What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Time Out with Kyseé and Rodney. I'm Kyseé.
I'm Rodney.
And this is the podcast where we're going to always elevate, educate, entertain the culture, discussing unforgettable, uncomfortable topics.
That's right. Today we've got an exciting show for you, from politics and celebrity gossip to world news and Puerto Rican history.
Yes. Okay. And what's our role for what's our word? We decided we was going to this word is just going to be our word while we in Puerto Rico.
Billions.
God, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's tell people why we want to talk about resilient. Why it's so Puerto Rico is so resilient. Let's start with our history walk.
History walk was absolutely amazing. We took a walk through Old San Juan, and it's inside of a fort, the walls of which are now maintained by the U.S. Parks Department, and it's like, and when you're in the town itself, no matter where you are, there's a gun trained on you from the fort. I mean, you couldn't act up because you'd be shot. We also talked a lot about the architecture and how there's like 500 years, well, more than 500 years of history. As we walked, we passed through 200 years or 300 years. It was a great walking tour. He also pointed out to me the way the planes come in and leave the island. It was great. He was a history dude like me, so we bonded immediately, because he was talking about how the cemeteries next to the church were emptied out and people are no longer buried inside the walls. They're outside the walls. And I pointed out to him that cemeteries are not connected to churches. Those are graveyards.
I never knew that. Informative.
Yeah, but that is, the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard. A graveyard is part of a church. So remember that.
We have our brother over there. Hey, Porgy, what's up?
Did
you know that about a cemetery and a graveyard, brother? Because he knows a lot too. I didn't know the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, okay.
Absolutely. So White Ridge is not a graveyard. It's a cemetery.
Right. Well, it's a lot of them like that.
Yeah.
Now,
you see churchyards connected to older churches. There's graveyards connected to older churches, like Starlight, like our graveyard.
Right.
But and it's funny, I never made the distinction, because the old cemetery is called the old cemetery, not the graveyard.
Yeah, I never even.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, I just use them interchangeably. I've never even stopped to think about which
you can't do it. You can't
Porgy
do it.
said he didn't know that either.
You can't do it. If you do it, you're wrong.
He didn't know that either. That's what. So before we get into our next part of the show, let's talk about our intention today. I set my intention to be present and be mindful, because the walk through La Perla today, you had to be present and you had to be mindful.
Listen.
Like, first of all, for those of you who don't know what La Perla is a little shanty town that sits outside of the fort of Puerto Rico. So if you were, it started off like a little slaughter town,
The slaughterhouse was over there.
The slaughterhouse was over there, and if you killed animals or if you were a slave, you couldn't live inside the wall of San Juan. You had to live outside. But as years went on, the poor people, the farmers, and so on, they started really making their mark and living over there. So it really became a very vivacious,
and these people were crucial to life. They needed those people.
Yeah, they needed those people. But now is when you walk through there now, the hurricane. I'm not sure which hurricane it was. The last one they had that came through and ravaged through. I got a lot of footage. I had to be very careful walking through there, because when I tell y'all, it's like the trap. Like,
it is the whole trap.
I definitely did not. I didn't feel safe from the time we got there. I was like,
And we've been some places.
The funny part was the cab driver, I said, can you take us to La Perla? I want to go to La Perla. I want to have lunch there. So he takes us to this one restaurant that we seen. I'm like, well, no, I want to go down there. Because you have to go down to go to La Perla. It's sitting outside. He's like, well, you can go down there. Like, I ain't going. He said, you can go down there.
And you make sure you go down them steps in the right shoes, because listen.
Yeah, and I definitely, I read a lot about La Perla before I got down there and stuff. Like I said, this is where the slave quarters, this is where our people are. Like, our ancestors are down there in La Perla. Anything slave happening went down in La Perla, okay? When we got down there, it was just like, I felt like it was a trap. I was like, we can't stay down here long, because I feel like they'd be on a walkie-talkie like, yo, they got money, go get them. Like, because that's the kind of place it made you feel like, and you could see like I got great footage, y'all. It's so.
But immediately this man offered us something, and I couldn't understand what it was until he went in and brought the can out and says, "It's cold, it's cold." I'm like, "No, I'm good, thanks."
No, sir.
I don't know you.
It was just like no. Then you, like when I tell you it was a trap, it was a trap.
It was all day the trap.
But
I felt safe in the trap.
I felt safe to a certain degree. Like I didn't feel safe enough to go, and they had a couple restaurants down there.
But look,
I didn't feel safe enough to go.
Before we went down, I saw the escape route in my mind because I don't go anywhere without knowing how I'm going to get the hell out.
Well, first of all, you could escape route all you want. That is like, do you know what that remind me of? For those people who know, if you know, you know Prince 3 Projects.
Oh.
The only way you know how to get out of there is if you know how to get out of there.
Right. But
so you can think you can run all you want.
Baby, I'd have gave somebody $20 to go through their living room. It would have been all right.
Yeah. You definitely could have did that. You definitely could have did that.
Absolutely. And I'm sure there's somebody there waiting for somebody to give them $20.
That little old man.
Right.
That we walked past the
it's
first
like,
truck.
Dude, which way we go?
Yep.
He's like, come on. I gotta live too. I have no problem with that.
No, that first
because I knew I was
alleyway,
not in my element.
That first alleyway we went down was on the left hand side.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, people live here.
Yes.
Here. And I looked over. I was like, oh my god, but we could tell. You
walked past one door standing wide open. It was looking in somebody's living room.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was
TV on.
Yeah.
As the World Turns playing. It ain't been on in about 6 years.
It was definitely an experience. I
want to go again.
I definitely want to go again
it's a
too.
thrill ride.
But I want to go. I would definitely want to go down there with somebody. I will only go down there and eat with somebody if it was somebody that I know.
Yeah.
Not somebody I just met, somebody I know.
Listen.
Because
look, if you can get human traffic.
Yeah, it gave you that feeling. You'll see.
Look, you could wake up in a bathtub with no kidneys. Any kind of thing.
It gave you that vibe. I definitely would not go down there. I mean, we was down there. It was probably 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. It was broad, bright daylight, but it felt like
there.
nighttime in my spirit.
No, like right now, no. I wouldn't go to La Perla right now. No.
I have respect for people.
But the restaurant that we ate at up there. But so basically, I was saying that to talk about being present. Be present and mindful because we had to be present. It was definitely not a place where you can let your guard down.
Absolutely not.
But I enjoy every second of it. Left a link. I know. Well, brother put a link up earlier of all the history of La Perla. If you get a chance, read it. It's just such a great town to know about. As far as our history, like our ancestors are here. I feel so connected when I come to Puerto Rico. Is ridiculous. And
the Afro-Cuban rhythms that you hear are just the very, very best. I am here for the music. I am now a fan of some great stuff that I'd never heard before. It's all on my Apple playlist.
We've been having a good time.
I will be sharing it. I heard something, oh my God, I wish I could remember his name. But he sampled Cab Calloway's Minnie the Moocher. And, he's a Spanish rapper. It's absolutely, I don't know what he's saying, but I'm here for that music.
Music is awesome. What about the as we're talking about go right into entertainment. What is the lady's name when I first got here? That song that you were singing, I love it.
Oh, Kimbara, that's Celia Cruz. Yeah, she's everything.
She is one of the people I fell in love with since I've been here. He kept singing the song. I'm like, he was sing a little bit of the song. But he was singing the song to the point where I was like, can you put that on the speaker? Like I wanted to hear more of the song because it was fun.
Yes.
It was really fun.
Celia Cruz was all about fun.
And I kept on saying, I want to hear the song.
Listen, she had a whole costume change after she was dead. She had her Miami viewing, and then they brought her back up to the Bronx, and in between they did a costume change.
I feel like that's appropriate, though.
Yes, oh yeah, because Mama was all about her fashions.
It's a really cute song. It's so...
It absolutely is.
I was listening to the words. I was like, well, did she say this? Did she say this? Are you saying... He's like, yeah. I'm like, it's such a great song. It's such a great song. But there's
so much amazing Puerto Rican music. I mean, it's incredible.
It's amazing.
The artists that I've discovered since I've been here, I'm never going to be the same.
I feel like I'm in Puerto Rico for the first time. Come over here to Isle Verde. I feel like Condado has been a lie to me. It's not a lie.
It hasn't been a lie, but listen, wait till you take old number 2 road.
And I'm definitely. I was looking at it, but we had to really find. I was looking. Ponce is where we want to go to watch the sunrise. Because it's right on the east.
But once you take old number 2 road out there, you're going to discover a whole life that, listen, it's going to be like going deep into the country. So it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to come
You
back.
got a whole Puerto Rico to discover. You know, this is
Yeah,
just a
I have
small
to
part.
get, and I have been like a snob. Well, I'm not gonna say I've been a San Juan snob. I just really have been stuck in
You
San
ain't been
Juan.
nowhere else.
Yep, nope. And I can't
Listen,
tell you. I can't tell you how many times.
You might get out there in the country and go to a good old juke joint and be like, okay, this is where I'm gonna
I'm
live.
not going anywhere if they don't have no water. Wherever the juke joint is, it has to have. Well, I don't mind a juke joint. I'm here for a juke joint, but it needs to be water close.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I mean, even in Mount Vernon, you know, you go 52 miles, you at the ocean, so it's all right. One time for Sissy Houston. Well, celebrity gossip because I heard a rumor.
What?
About Mother Harper.
I don't even.
Listen.
Yeah, because that is celebrity
people
gossip.
She is
a celebrity.
I had somehow heard that Mother Harper had gone on to be with the Lord
One time
for Mother Harper, baby. And I was like, wait a minute. And I had to go investigating to find out. And then somebody said her name, and I'm like, wait a minute. Baby, listen, we walked around here all morning and all our feelings because we thought Mother Harper had left us. And we know she got to go sometime, but we, you know, and we're not going to be ready then, but we certainly weren't ready today.
I was upset, honey. I was telling him, I said, do you know, it's certain things that I will not post on social media. I'm like, Mother Harper looking at it, no. Mother Harper going to see that. And because Mother Harper, one of the people who she's sneaky. She don't have no picture on her Facebook. First of all, should be on there just when you feel like you forgot, like this shouldn't go on Facebook. One of them pictures that shouldn't go on social media. Here she come. It was a nice picture. You like, oh my! That one picture had all this leather on, looking like a dominatrix.
Oh my God.
And here she comes to my son. Oh, it's a nice picture.
Listen. People always forget. Grandmama wasn't always saying.
I know this is very true too, but it was just like, you know. But that's definitely celebrity.
And I was waiting for the. You know, I knew something. I should have known something had to be off because I was waiting for the official unofficial word, which always comes from Sister Gloria Smith and Glow Glow. One time. So when I didn't hear nothing from her, I should have known everything was okay.
Yes. All right, so let's talk about. We had such a great time yesterday at Casa De Bacardi.
Casa De Bacardi, baby. The mixology class was everything I needed in my life.
But before the mixology class, it was a whole bunch of great history.
All the great,
the great history.
Barrels, the barrels.
I got pictures of those two guys.
Oh my God.
I got plenty. I got lots of footage.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's when we go on these tours, and I go on these tours because if I bring anybody with me to Puerto Rico, I do the same tours over, all of them. But I don't know what she was talking about with something with Cuba and Bacardi and something with Cuba. What about with Cuba?
Well, one of the processes takes place in Cuba, I think.
Oh, I think for the sweet, the syrup.
No, yeah, that's right.
They don't have
the sugar cane. It's imported from Cuba because the island doesn't produce enough sugar cane anymore to do what they need to do. So.
And today, because I was just like, well, listen, I want money. I want in on everything always. So I was like, let me see how much the stocks cost for Bacardi.
Ain't no such thing.
No, it's the biggest privately family business that does not trade in the world. So that's money.
That's money right there.
They don't even have. Cause I'm like, if you go on, it's just they can do so much more. But you know what? It's just like I would think that's the same about is people coming in and letting the federal government come here. They're like autonomy. Like if the minute you start letting those big people mess around with your stuff, that's when the taste starts to change.
Right. Autonomy. All about autonomy. Please.
Yeah, I like Puerto Rico without the federal government over here.
But I'm glad the federal government maintains those walls.
They do what they're supposed to do.
They do what they're supposed to do, and nobody keeps grass green like the federal government.
Honey,
because
I thought it was fake.
Right. But I knew it was real because if you could see that golf course we left my mother on, our parents are at the pristine veteran cemetery in New Jersey, and if there were 18 holes, somebody would want to shoot the back nine.
What's your brother saying over there?
Oh, I don't know what he's saying. I can't.
Are y'all still coming? Yeah,
we're coming tonight.
Yeah, we changed.
Yeah, we're coming back
But we had our first issue with. I'm not even gonna talk about them here.
Yeah, no, because they might handle a business they're supposed to handle.
They better.
But everybody in the world got a story about them. But
our story's not even bad yet. Their technology is bad.
Not bad yet. That's it.
Yeah,
but you be like good girlfriend Sheila and pull up on that desk at that counter. You drive right to Newark and be like, listen.
I just don't have time for that. I will though.
You'll make the time.
Well, I'm about to have a surgery.
Make the time.
Yeah, okay. I had to be at surgery at 6:30, brother. So I need to ride. I need you to drop me off. Well, one of y'all, you gonna be going, huh?
Look, I gotta go home and immediately start getting ready for this trip to Florida.
Where'd you drop me off? If not, I could take an Uber. They won't know. I took an Uber. Basically gonna come pick me up.
Oh, yes. Come on, Caprice.
She comes through.
We love our sister.
You do.
Amen.
So what else do we have to cover about Casa De Bacardi? We made what drinks we made? We made a freaking mojito.
And a dirty bird. Was it a dirty bird?
Yeah, so first of all, I'm so mad because the mojito I'm here for. I never even drank a mojito until I went to Casa De Bacardi years ago. I never touched a mojito. It's one of my favorite drinks. But the last time I actually had one was when I took that class, which was whenever that was.
And I am the master of the mojito now.
But they didn't make the piña colada this time. They changed it up. They changed a few things up about the tour,
and that's fine. You know, I'll hit it the next time.
I like that. I like making the piña colada. I really wanted to learn how to make it again that way. Cause I always make it frozen, but.
Well, I'm so glad that I got to work with mint because it's something that I never really liked. Because Aunt Viola used to always plant mint. One time, she always had mint in her garden. You know, it was always planted around her flowers, and I'm not sure why, but she was always.
Well, it was antiseptic.
And true, because she was definitely a bruja, which is not a bad thing.
That's what I'm making a good way.
Yeah, absolutely, but it would always get on my fingers, and you could never. It's a whole memory. It's a whole memory.
I wish she was still here. I would love to be in her brain now. I wish I could really appreciate her, be all in her brain. So what about this and what about that?
Right.
She would love it too.
Oh God, yeah. Because I think she remembered more than she forgot. So
she definitely remembered a lot.
One time.
I think that might be it, guys. We really wanted to come on earlier and spend more time, but
yeah, but I had to go to the liquor store to get some nips for the plane, and then Walgreens was out, so I had to go down to the smoke shop.
I'm gonna get me some my Tupperware for my food.
Right, my Tupperware. This child is bringing home cooked food.
Always do.
We love cooked food, though.
Yeah, we gotta get out here, guys. But guys, so thank you so much. We gotta be out of here in probably 30 minutes. We gotta be out of here and get to the airport. Thank God the airport is only around the corner.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Please, please, please check out the new episode. We dropped it this morning. The new episodes will drop every Monday at 7 a.m. So please go and check that out. Download for that for us. We're on Spotify to search for Time Out with Kyseé and Rodney, and it will pop up. Next episode that we will be dropping, it will be I'm gonna say, I'm not sure, but stay tuned for this one.
Yeah. World Mental Health Day is coming up soon, so
I believe it's on 12th.
Take care of do something to take care of your mental health.
Always take care of your mental health. Please go see a therapist. You don't even know you need one until
Absolutely.
you go see one. I'm telling you for real.
You won't stop talking to him.
Nope. Mine won't even I told her, you can't discharge me. And I meant that. So guys, thank you so much for joining in. We appreciate you. Tune in, subscribe, and be well. Peace out.
Peace.